guys, I am so excited for this interview. Been stoked for it all week. You can probably hear the beats behind me. Today we're going to be hanging out with Kiran, aka Madam Gandhi. And we're going to be talking about some deep stuff, some fun stuff. I'm going to learn some stuff. Here we go. Y'all ready? Beautiful.
What's up, y'all?
Fictitious depictions of cosmos die out. If we want to live in a world that triumphs.
Lee. Okay, we're seeing a theme. What's up, girls? So thank you for
yellow,
having us.
a lot of, first of all, I love yellow. My name is Kiran, which in Hindi and Sanskrit means first ray of sunlight in the morning. And, I think a lot of times we, especially as women, don't acknowledge the things that are grounding for us and that give us joy. We reject them or we don't value them as very important things.
Yeah.
And for me, I travel so much all around the world to come back to my very literal solar energizing sanctuary is just very important.
Yellow obviously, but like kicking it.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like you got thug wear, girl. Come on with the hood wear. Hello.
And a lot of them are gifts too. I just played a show in Vancouver on Saturday and I came off the stage and a woman who runs a clothing store, a vintage clothing store in Vancouver, gave me this as a gift. This piece was recently sent to me from Mozambique, where two friends of mine from college worked with local crafts women in Mozambique to make this dress, and they sent it to me. It's called Inside Out Moz. I grew up in New York City, and so all types of musicians and acts were always coming through, and I was always going to concerts from a young age. And honestly, I think the biggest influence of my work has been Fela Kuti, and he was in Nigeria in the 70s, 60s and 70s, and it was right around the time when he was fighting for Nigeria to be decolonized. And he represents somebody who was able to take a very serious political message. Yeah. Wasn't just commenting from afar, he was living his truth every single day, organizing in the shrine where he played, and making amazing, extraordinary music. And in my music, I wanted the actual quality of the song to be extraordinary first, and then for the message to be embedded.
Okay, so you're really thinking about getting us here first.
Yes.
And then hopefully, if someone gets touched here, they can really access this.
And the thing is that with music is everywhere, and also it connects on the emotions first, and so people just are open to receiving the messages in music. So in the record, I really wanted to explore this theme of what I call three-dimensional femininity. I wanted to make a record that had vulnerability to it, heartbreak, being lost as a 20-something, but also have the triumphant, empowered, don't push me because we're gonna speak up if you push us. And no, it's not okay to threaten our rights in the political system, and we will organize and we will stop you.
Futurist female means that no longer will we live in a world where female qualities are subordinated to male qualities. I want to live in a world that is collaborative, a world that is emotionally intelligent, a world in which we are linked and not ranked.
My voice is tired and I feel broken.
What is feminism missing?
I think the first thing that feminism is missing is an understanding of its role today. I think a lot of people equate it with the movement that it once was decades ago, which was appropriate for the time, but not appropriate for today, in the sense that today's movement is far more inclusive. It's far more aware of the fact that we all come from so many different gender identities and gender presentations that it's not about female over male or male over female. It's actually just about valuing female energy so that we combat misogyny and actually value what both men and women bring to the table as different genders. I also think that we teach young women that their value is solely from their looks, that their value comes from their looks, whereas men's value comes from their skill sets. And I think that's so unfair. And then actually when we're too beautiful, then people discredit anything that we do well and they say that we just got it because we're beautiful. You know, you can never win. That's called misogyny. That's setting up women to fail. It's just not fair. And so I think what feminism is missing is an understanding of how to combat those norms, and the fact that that's actually, for me anyway, the central message of today's feminism. So I have more time. No bubbles to trouble my clear state of mind. Walk with me, there's no stopping me. Hair tied up, I do it properly.
My time is not your property when I'm productive like my ovaries. Ayy, give a grown girl room to breathe. Basic rights and her liberty. Free from insecurity that the world's projecting onto me. Please do not trouble me when I am focused. The future is female. You already know this. I'm fighting against the corruption on SCOTUS turned up in my Todd since when I first wrote this.
Oh, girl! There